Starters ready to dispatch them now in the Chelmsford Stakes of 1988. 1,600 metres, the fourth Chelmsford over this distance. The gates open, they're off, and there's a beautiful start in the Chelmsford. Sky Chase actually bounced out in front of Lady Liberty and Bravery and Lord Highbrow, and Bozam striding through with Algonquin Club. Nobody's keen to lead, and believe it or not, Lord Highbrow was in front momentarily, but Sky Chase on the outside has pulled his way to the front now. Bozam also pulling a bit, has moved through to be second, followed by Lord Highbrow dropping to third, and then Bravery, Algonquin Club and Lady Liberty. Further back is Round the World in a very muddling run race, followed by Mountie Bank, and Kenzai and Maya Carter back at the tail. Sky Chase in front. Duffy a reluctant leader as they go around the first turn by a length and a half to Bozam. Ahead to Lord Highbrow with Lady Liberty making a line of three. Then Algonquin Club and Bravery getting back to be midfield on the inside of Round the World, followed by Mountie Bank, Maya Card, and Kenzai is last, only 8 lengths from the lead to the 800 crossing, and Sky Chase is pulling in front, led by a half length to Lord Highbrow, and neck away Lady Liberty. Bozam is tucked away on the fence behind those leaders, followed by Round the World, Algonquin Club, Bravery on the fence from Mountie Bank, and then Kenzai and Maya Card last, but only 7 lengths off the lead as they near the turn in the Chelmsford, and Sky Chase led a half length on Lord Highbrow with Lady Liberty making a line of 3. Bozam is now hard ridden on the fence behind them, followed by Round the World, Bravery and Algonquin Club as they top the rise, where Sky Chase got away from Bozam. Sky Chase with superior acceleration, shot away 3 lengths on the champ. Bozam in third place, boxing on is Lady Liberty, but it's all Sky Chase. Look at him go. Sky Chase is careering away from his celebrated stablemate, and Sky Chase is going to score a sensational Chelmsford win. Sky Chase by 5 lengths to Bozam, with Kenzai an eye-catching third. Close up then is Lady Liberty and Mountie Bank, Algonquin Club, Maya Card, Round the World, Lord Highbrow, and Bravery is pulled up at the tail of the field. It's sensational win to Sky Chase. Ridden by Gavin Duffy with tremendous acceleration, he raced away to beat Bozam about 5 lengths. Sky Chase 90 and 60, got a terrific turn of acceleration. He's a mean, hungry looking horse though, isn't he? He's as plain as day, but handsome is as handsome does, and boy can he do it. Sky Chase, Gavin Duffy to pay 90 and 60, Bozam on the place tote to pay 80 cents, and third, Kenzai, number 2 will be third, Mark de Montfort, $3.20, Ken.
Yes, John, he is an ordinary looking type, perhaps the winner, but he's athletic looking, and that's what counts. He can accelerate. He's a good weight for age type because he's got that dash of acceleration, and when they let him canter in the lead, boy, it was just good night nurse. Bozam, he got straight to second, but old Bo, he needs a longer distance, and he needs the speed on. He needs them attacking because he's game, courageous and tough. Sky Chase has got the acceleration, but if you like Bozam as a horse, don't you give up on him. That was a good run. Fortunately, I've got enough left to have a bet in race 7 now with Sky Chase winning, and I like Peter Cook's mount. Cookie's riding number 12, Prince Lochinvar. He'll get back, as I said earlier, but he'll rattle home. Here's Johnny.
Yes, Ken, I saw him win midweek recently whilst you were convalescing, and even though he didn't beat much, it was a sensation. A little, and he does look well placed on the limit. 2 got third, Kenzai, number 2 Kenzai, Mark de Montfort third, just in front of Lady Liberty, who ran a very good race, and the official 5th was Mountie Bank. Well, I think a picture tells the story you've seen with your own eyes. Sky Chase just cantered along to the home turn, and once Gavin Duffy released the brakes, he left him floundering and won by about 5 lengths. He's one heck of a horse, Sky Chase, and in any other stable he'd be a star, but he just happens to be in the same camp as Bozam. Although I guess he got a bit of satisfaction. If horses can think for themselves, he probably thought to himself, gotcha, on this occasion. Well, there he is, lean, mean and hungry. At Swearblind, Tommy Smith trained him, watching him trot back, Sky Chase. He's no oil painting, but as I said, it's what they do with those 4 legs that counts. Okay, coming up, round 9 in the platform diving at the US Olympic Trials.
State schools, your schools. They're off and racing, Morphettville Racing.
To lead, but Feeder might oblige and does so as takes over now, going to the 1800 metre point, heading to the far side. And it's Feeder drawing out 2.5 in front of Oriental Mill, third Iglesias, followed by Temple Walk with the run of the race. And a couple away last of all, our Stronghold Bow, who's joined in on the outside of that Aspect. They go by the 1600 metre point of the mile in the old, and the leader is Feeder steadying by a length and a half to Oriental Mill second. Third Iglesias, fourth, and travelling nicely Temple Walk, and only 1 length to Stronghold Bow, who now joins in at the tail with That's Aspect the inside. 1,300 to run, and Feeder are still by a length to Oriental Mill. Third placing is Temple Walk joining Iglesias, and then a length away Stronghold Bow on the outside, and That's Aspect is still smothered up on the rail. They go by the 1,200, and Feeder are led a length. Second, Oriental Mill, a length away. Third, Iglesias, a half, 3/4 back now. Temple Walk from That's Aspect and Stronghold Bow running down to the 1,000, and Feeder are still on top, 3/4 in front of Oriental Mill. They were followed 1.5 away by Temple Walk, again joining Iglesias. He might take off on her shortly because Stronghold Bow's about to come 3 deep, and then That's Aspect. But down the side, 600 to run, 800 to run, I should say. Feeder are led by a half length to Oriental Mill. Stronghold Bow went up quickly. Temple Walk didn't go on at that point. It's still there in the centre. Iglesias the rail, and 2 to That's Aspect. But it's only about 4.5 off the lead as they come towards the swing into the straight now. By the 500-metre point, and Feeder are led a half length. Oriental Mill, Iglesias, Temple Walk held up at the moment. She's in the middle. Stronghold Bow around her. Now That's Aspect is off very quickly. They pack right up, and into the straight they come, at Oriental Mill on the outside. Went to Feeder are Iglesias. There's a run for Temple Walk. Stronghold Bow lost a bit of ground. That's Aspect joins in down the outside. It's finishing pretty well. Feeder are, though, is still in front of the 200. Now Temple Walk is knuckling down with That's Aspect the outside. Feeder are still in front, though. Temple Walk trying to get him. Feeder are grabbed by Temple Walk, and she's not going to make it a flash win, but she got there. Temple Walk on the wire, a half length at the most from Feeder are. Bold run. Third, That's Aspect. Further back in the field, Oriental Mill followed then. Well back by Iglesias with Stronghold Bow at the tail.
Past the post, 1, 6 and 8, Morfordville race number 6. Temple Walk, the winner, took all the way down the straight to get the Feeder Awar, $1.40 and 75. Second, number 6, Feeder Awar. It's to pay $2.55. There'll be no third dividend about number 8, That's Aspect. Only 6 horses started in the race. Numbers 2 and 5 were scratched. Opazam 80, Kenzai $3.50. Quinella $1.35, which wasn't a bad dividend, and the trifecta $66.50. 982 correct weight on the Chelmsford. Sky Chase defeated Bozam, and Kenzai third. Phil, as the horses walk into the mounting yard for race 7.
Yes, Danny, and they're getting their respective positions now, so we'll give you a rundown on them for the Whittier handicap over 1,200 metres.
7 at Caulfield, previous here. Lippo's the winner, $4.25, $1.10. Sable Zephyr $1.30. Speeding Fine third, $1.90. The Quinella $15.15, trifecta $3.25.45, and the race to race double $18.15. Morfordville, the winner, Temple Walk $1.40 and 75. Feeder Award $2.55, no third dividend, That's Aspect. Quinella $14.25, trifecta $97.75. In Sydney, Sky Chase defeated Bozam, and Kenzai run third in the Chelmsford Stakes. And there's the scene behind the starting gates. Disputed Pearl, there's been a lot of money to say that it can win the race, and it's been the horse that's been, well, really the only horse well supported, but a lot of money to 5% win ratio of winning first up, which isn't a bad record. He's drawn badly in 2, but he could get back and finish on. They're almost set here. The Whittier handicap over 1,200 metres. Lights on, the grey is Westall, and they're off and racing. Noted one of the best to jump away. Disputed Pearl began very quickly. Mnemonic showing speed with Cameronic out wider. Braquillo getting back in the field. He's back about 4th last in the early stages. Our Avon's Goal getting well back with Toy Grenovia and Be Reasonable. After going 300 metres, Mnemonic and Cameronic out deeper. Getting up on the inside, Quiet Sensation has now taken over. Disputed Pearl went to 2nd. Back behind those, Wolverton Diamond up running about 6th, and then came Noted, Our Avon's Goal, Westall the Grey. Then Braquillo, Toy Grenovia, and a couple of lengths away, Be Reasonable. Parslips up running about 5th last. At the 600, Quiet Sensation, a half length Disputed Pearl, 2 lengths to Cameronic. Mnemonic under pressure, and then came Noted. Wolverton Diamond running on well. Then Our Avon's Goal, followed by Grenovia, starting to wind up from the grey Westall. Then Parslip, Braquillo, Toyd and Be Reasonable. On the turn, 400 metres to run. Quiet Sensation, 3 away from the rail, just in front. Disputed Pearl second, 2 to Wolverton Diamond running on well, and then Cameronic. Our Avon's Goal getting up on the inside of the 200. Quiet Sensation under the whip has been tackled by on the outside. Disputed Pearl and Wolverton Diamond coming at the pair of them. Wolverton Diamond took the lead from Disputed Pearl and Quiet Sensation, and the mare's going to get up and win. Wolverton Diamond about a half a length. Second placing goes to Disputed Pearl, and third Quiet Sensation, then Cameronic. A break in the field, Braquillo, followed by Grenovia, Our Avon's Gold. Next in Toy, then Parslip, Noted, Westall. Well back in the field was Be Reasonable, and it's finished towards the tail end of the field.
Yes, well, Wolverton Diamond, I suppose we've been expecting it to do some good of late. It's been favourite its last 3 starts. Certainly a talented sprinting mare, but been a bit disappointing first up at Flemington, but couldn't take anything away from it today. Was right there all the way. Number 5, Disputed Pearl, in the run home, I noticed its tongue hanging out. It might be just a characteristic thing of the horse, but there's the winner in the all-white colours, which are pretty easy to see. Right over on the fence is Quiet Sensation, and Disputed Pearl with the in the centre with the breastplate. Further in the all-red colours on the rail is our Avon's Gold, and out in the middle is Wolverton Diamond in the white colours. So it was a pretty determined effort, maybe in the best going too just there. It had been galloped on, as the boys said earlier, centre of the track's probably the best. You can see Disputed Pearl's tongue lugging there in the middle, and the white little thing there showing out right on the line. And it was a pretty good effort. Grenovia went up on the outside on the turn, but found wanting, but he's getting fitter and he's a horse to keep in mind for another race. And once again, Parslip seemed to get a little bit of a check on the turn.
Jack McGreal is the winning trainer. He's had some great horses in the past, but shortly, no doubt. The race-to-race double 48.70, daily double 18.85 on Rancho Ruler and Wolverton Diamond, and the quad extra also won't be too far away. 9, 5 and 7. Wolverton Diamond winning the 7th event. Disputed Pearl running second and Quiet Sensation third. The last event, the opening tote call, race 8 at Caulfield. 7th, Disputed Pearl 90, Quiet Sensation $1 even, Quinella 10.50, which was a good dividend. Trifecta $99.45. The race-to-race double 48.70, daily double 18.85 on 8 Rancho Ruler and 9 Wolverton Diamond, and the quadrella $558.40. Next race in Sydney, race 7.
From the winner. So he'll need to improve a little bit on that, something he will probably do in the race coming up over this distance of 1800. The race is called the A.J. Chown Welter, named after a grand old man, Ken, Jack Chown, who's been a member of Tattersalls for 55 years, and he turned 90 in July.
Yeah, he's a good bloke, Jack Chown, John, and I'm sure he'd be very proud to have the race named after him. Let's look at these prices. Grosvenor Square is at 11 to 1. Blandford Park at 100 to 1. Natski very well backed in the ring, about 5 to 2. The bookies about 9 to 4 when I left the ring. 25 Hit Again Benny, 30 Best Report, 11 Brentano. Whiskey's Gem, the Kenny Russell mount, is at 7 to 2. 9 to 1 Mr. Investor, 20 Rebel Yell. I think he's a good horse, but I'd rather see him do a little yet before I back him. 66 Galactic Warrior, 66 Final Scene. Now my tip, Prince Lochinvar, easily the best back runner. They gave 9 to 2. He's in a bit more now, 13 to 4. He normally is ridden by Craig Carmody, but now that Craig's gone over to Brian Mayfield Smith, Terry Ryan, the Randwick trainer, has got Peter Cook. Peter will ride him all right. 100 to 1 Essential, 60 Hasty Miss, Triathlon and Rocket Master never got runs. Prince Lochinvar, the big go. I want him to win. Let's hope he does. Here's Johnny.
Ken, yes, they're getting in quite well for the Jack Chown Welter. However, we have got time to look at the highlights of race 7 at Caulfield in Melbourne. It's the Whittier Handicap. Let's see what happened.
As they straighten up where Quiet Sensation is being tackled by Disputed Pearl, looking a big threat coming down the outside, and they're nicely clear. Wolverton Diamond running on pretty well, followed by Cameronica. It's Disputed Pearl on the outside, moving up to tackle Quiet Sensation. Wolverton Diamond down the outside, rattling home well. Disputed Pearl is headed now by Wolverton Diamond over on the outside. Wolverton Diamond going home, the better takes the lead, and Wolverton Diamond for the money. Wolverton Diamond 1.5 length, Disputed Pearl, Quiet Sensation third.
The winner, Wolverton Diamond, ridden by champion apprentice Simon Marshall in race 7 at Caulfield. And now we just wait for one horse to come up. Blandford Park moves in to complete the line, and they're all set and ready for a start in race 7. Starter coming over to release the field, 1800. And barrier positions important with a short run to the first turn. Now Rebel Yell has the number 1 gate. He faces up squarely, and they're off and running now. A little bit slow, Prince Lochinvar, who's last out of the barrier. Rebel Yell and Hasty Miss are the first out. Mr. Investor began well, and so did Whiskey's Gem. Essential Hard Ridden is spearing across from the outside to head them off on the first turn, and Brentano also coming over in a hurry. Essential just led to the back over Hit Again Benny, Hasty Miss, and Brentano, who's going to settle in about 3rd spot. Further back, Mr. Investor, followed by Whiskey's Gem. 2 lengths away, Rebel Yell on the inside start of Final Scene, followed by Natsky and Grosvenor Square. A good way back as they go down the back of the course, Galactic Warrior, followed by Best Report, Blandford Park, and last is Prince Lochinvar. Past the 1200 mark and Essential, led by a length and a half to Brentano, pulling a bit. A neck away Hit Again Benny also pulling in third spot, followed by Mr. Investor and Whiskey's Gem, and then Hasty Miss and Best Report, followed by Final Scene, Rebel Yell between horses. Further back then is Blandford Park, about to move up 3 and 4 deep around Grosvenor Square. Natsky got shuffled back a bit, followed by Prince Lochinvar and Galactic Warrior. Tightly packed at the 800 mark, Essential led by a length to Brentano. In third place, Whiskey's Gem travelling 3 deep and 4 wide now as Best Report. Hit Again Benny just behind that bunch, followed by Mr. Investor. Final Scene off the track, Grosvenor Square. Further back then is Rebel Yell, followed by Hasty Miss, Galactic Warrior. Prince Lochinvar with Natsky last of the main bunch, and dropping out last Blandford Park. On the corner, Essential just led Brentano. In third place is Best Report, followed by Whiskey's Gem under pressure, and then Mr. Investor and Hit Again Benny in big trouble on the fence as they top the rise, where Brentano got clear of Mr. Investor. Whiskey's Gem is the first beaten, Best Report, and now Final Scene, and Prince Lochinvar bursting through in the centre. He might be the one. Prince Lochinvar is coming at this leader, Mr. Investor. Mr. Investor tackled by Prince Lochinvar. It is vintage P. Cook, and Prince Lochinvar beat Mr. Investor. Third Brentano, fourth Natsky, followed by Rebel Yell, Grosvenor Square, Final Scene, Best Report, Whiskey's Gem, well back Blandford Park, Hit Again Benny, Galactic Warrior, followed by Essential, and last Hasty Miss. Beautiful ride by Peter Cook on Prince Lochinvar, who timed his run to a nicety. Prince Lochinvar, written by P. Cook, number 12, will pay $2.05 and 95. Second will be Mr. Investor, number 8, on the place tote $1.50, and third will be Brentano, number 6, on the place tote $1.65. Kenny, my boy, congratulations on a great tip.
Yeah, God bless him, John. All of a sudden this rotten neck brace doesn't feel as bad. Give him one for me, Cookie. And home he goes. He's a pretty good horse, Prince Lochinvar. He's shown it this time in, and well, I think he'll win better races than that, John. You'll see him coming now. He just gets the split. Out he goes after Brentano. It was the run of a horse. He tried to duck in here, but I think Peter always knew that he had the others covered. He wasn't going to let the horse throw it away. And I'm not Brentano, of course, it's a one running third. But he was just too good, the winner. Prince Lochinvar. It's that long since I've backed the winner. I'm getting all the names mixed up. But he won quite convincingly. I just hope I can also back the last winner, John, which of course is the Malcolm Fitzgerald mount, number 2, Loving Devotion.
Good, Ken. Good luck with Loving Devotion, trained by Brian Mayfield Smith. And there's a good close-up of cool, calm, collected Cookie. Oh no, he's disappeared. There he is, P. Cook on Prince Lochinvar, coming back to scale. Great ride. Rightio. In a moment on Wide World of Sports, hockey action from the Stanley Cup.
"16 Days of Glory, the ultimate in sporting, the Olympic Games." You'll see the ecstasy of winning gold and the agony of defeat. Live and exclusive to 10 Sports Action from September 17th to October 2nd. The games of the 24th Olympiad from the South Korean capital, Seoul. Spring racing fever is in the air, and Channel 10 will bring you the cups right to your lounge room. The $1 million Caulfield Cup on October 15th. Lord Reams still 2 lengths in front. Bozam is trying to pick him back. Lord Reams in front. Bozam flying at him, but Lord Reams is going to win. And the horse race that stops a nation, the $1.65 million Melbourne Cup on Tuesday, November 1st. Backed up by 3 great days of racing, fashion and the excitement of the Spring Carnival.
Kenside driving through, has taken the lead. Kenside's going to win the cup. What a ride, Larry Olsen.
And the top coverage of sport continues with the Commonwealth Bank Queensland Open in Brisbane and the Swan Premium Australian indoor titles from Sydney with all the big guns, Lendl, Becker and our own Pat Cash. 3 of the biggest names in golf, Norman, Nicholas and Ballesteros, will put their skill to the test in the Australian Bicentennial Challenge from December 1st to the 4th. The Olympics, the Cups, the tennis and golf, all live and exclusive to 10 Sports Action.
And at three-quarter time in the VFL elimination final between the West Coast Eagles and Melbourne, Melbourne have shot to the lead. Melbourne have kicked 6 goals, 2 in that quarter, to lead at three-quarter time, 8-5-53 to 5-9-39. A complete turnabout in the game. The West Coast Eagles far more desperate for the ball early in the match up until half-time. The Demons came out of then in that third quarter and completely dominated the game. Sean White went from defence to the forward line and kicked 2 goals in 2 minutes at the 7.5 and 9.5 minute marks to reduce the deficit to 10 points. From there, the Demons took control. Jackson kicked another to make it 5 points, and then Andy Lovell, the young 16-year-old from Tasmania, snapped a lovely left-foot goal to put the Demons in front for the first time in the game at the 18-minute mark. Further goals to Jackson twice put the Demons well in front at three-quarter time, and as I said, after leading at half-time quite easily, the West Coast Eagles now staring down the barrel. Final, once again, three-quarter time scores. Melbourne 8-5-53. The West Coast Eagles 5-9-39. Back to Phil Gibbs.
Righto, I tell you what, those Tasmanians are good, Daddy.
Oh, I don't know.
For that matter did Harbour Key. Lord Durham final siren, It's All Mine, the best to begin, leading up early. Going up as the imported mare Tafar from French Challenge. Jubilee Cotton works up inside of Regal Tour. They were followed by Bold Star. Wine Duke was next, and then came World Bank. Sealant was next from Jubilee Echo. Further back in the field then, Rare Finish is about 7 off the lead. They were followed by Aravinda Snooker up on the rail. Around them Night Law, and further back then came the stable mates Harbour Key and Mystic Ballet, who's last of all. At the 1,000 down the side, and final siren just the leader from Jubilee Echo, who's gone up to be second. Regal Tour, No Luck is 3 deep, then a length and a half to 2 away. It's All Mine, Lord Durham the rail, and French Challenge there with Bold Star. Close handy to far, followed by Wine Duke, and then came World Bank. Jubilee Cotton lost a bit of ground as they quickened the tempo. Going around the outside of it was Night Law. They were followed further back in the field behind those by Rare Finish, who's commencing a move out deep, and with it was Sealant, followed by Mystic Ballet, Harbour Key, and Aravinda's one of the last and on the rail. It's a very compact field though as they swing with 400 to go, where final siren and arrow leader from Regal Tour. Lord Durham is biding its time, waiting for a run. It's All Mine was next. Right down the outside came Jubilee Echo, Tafar and Wine Duke. They were followed further back, then out deeper by Rare Finish, who's coming with a good run, and Jubilee Cotton pushing through the ruck. It's now It's All Mine the leader, coming at it Tafar. Jubilee Cotton is there too. Jubilee Cotton, It's All Mine, Tafar, and Jubilee Cotton, and It's All Mine, Tafar, It's All Mine, Tafar, out wide Tafar. Tafar, the imported mare, has won. Second, It's All Mine. Third, Jubilee Cotton, followed then by Night Law, a good run. Rare Finish was about 6th with Lord Durham the rail. Aravinda got home late, followed by Sealant, Wine Duke. They were followed then further back by Mystic Ballet, and then came the stablemate Harbour Key, Regal Tour. Final siren capitulated. Woolback, French Challenge, Jubilee Echo, Bold Star, and one of the last pulling up was World Bank.
Past the post, 17-3 and 4. We were just talking to Colin Hayes, and there's an imported mare of his getting up. Tafar on the Victorian Toad, expect 650 and 260. 3, It's All Mine second to pay 255, and third 4, Jubilee Cotton. They should pay of $1.15 for the place. 17-3 and 4 past the post. Last event in Adelaide, again, I repeat, this particular race won't be televised either. We're on 65, third number 6, Brentano, 135. Quinella 14.65, trifecta $202.50. The Daily Double paid $4.60, and the Quadrella in Sydney today paid $218.75. 12.86 all clear for race number 7. Terry Clifton talks to the man who rode the previous winner, Simon Marshall.
Thanks, Danny. And Simon, congratulations. It's nice to be associated with good horses like that one.
For sure, yeah, she's a very good mare, isn't she?
You've just outridden your claims.
Cents in the 7th, 8 Mr. Investor second, 165, and 6 Brentano third, $1.35. Quinella 14.65, trifecta 202.50, Daily Double 460, Quadrella 218.75. Adelaide, the winner Tafar, interim dividends there, 640 and 240. 3 It's All Mine, 260, and 4 Jubilee Cotton, $1. Correct weights now there. Quinella 40.40, trifecta 631.55, and the Daily Double in Adelaide paid $13.20. Last event here at Caulfield, the Shorteners. Springfield Lad racing, and Luther's Luck missed the start 4 lengths. Super Straight went straight to the front. It's a couple in front of Springfield Lad and Private Walker. Ivy's Idol wide, then Dynasty Prince. Sejuna third last on the outside of Luther's Luck, which has made up a bit of ground, and on its outside sees well. 8 lengths between first from last, going towards the 1100. And the leader is Super Straight, a half to Ivy's Idol second, and Dynasty Prince makes a line of 3. A length and a half away Springfield Lad. 2 to Sejuna, Private Walker the inside. A length away, Luther's Luck now taken 3 deep. Seaswell's out 4 deep and only about 6 lengths off the lead. About 900 metres left to go. They're coming down the railway side of the track, and Dynasty Prince takes over a half-length Ivy's Idol. Super Straight went back to be about 5th. Seaswell went up around the outside of Springfield Lad, and they were followed by Private Walker, taken out a little bit deep with Sir Junior and Luther's Luck. You could throw a blanket over them at the 600. Dynasty Prince snuck away. About 2.5 lengths in front. Ivy's Idol's gone. Super Straight after leading's gone back to be last. Seaswell went up quickly to be second. Wider out Sir Junior, then Luther's Luck running on, followed by Springfield Ladder, then came Private Walker. Running to the turn, Dynasty Prince just in front. Coming at it quickly, Seaswell, Sir Junior wide, then Luther's Luck, Springfield Lad, Private Walker under a bit of pressure. Super Straight taken deep, a long break, Ivy's Idol. Around the home turn, they've got to Dynasty Prince quickly. Sir Junior raced up on the outside to take the lead. Private Walker running on well. Seaswell battling back, and they were followed by Springfield Lad. Sir Junior in front of the 200, about a half to Private Walker coming at it. Springfield Lad in the centre getting through. Springfield Lad goes to Private Walker, then Sir Junior. It's Springfield Lad and Private Walker. Private Walker on the outside's just got his nose in front and finally breaks through today. Private Walker first, second Springfield Lad, Sir Junior third, a couple to Super Straight fourth, and then came Seaswell, Luther's Luck, funny sort of a run. And back behind those was Ivy's Idol. Dynasty Prince knocked up, and it ran second last.
Well, Private Walker, as we were saying beforehand, had taken a long time to break through. He'd had plenty of racing, but just the same, it was a pretty good effort. It's only his 10th start. I noticed that Michael Hegney carries the whip in his left hand. He had to use the whip there in his left hand to keep the horse going, but he runs in a little bit. It looked for all intents and purposes that Springfield Lad might just worry him out of the prize, but Michael Hegney's strength just got there in the end, and here they are going together. On the outside in the yellow cap is the winner, Private Walker. Just inside of it with the breastplate is Springfield Lad. There's not a great deal of room, and Sir Junior's just weakening that little bit. And over on the fence, Seaswell, who looked likely on the turn but weakened out, not quite fit enough yet, or not up to its old form. But there they go down to the wire. Hard ridden by Jody Thompson, the loser, but the winner was just too strong on the day.
Good effort, Private Walker. If he didn't run at Caulfield 2 starts ago, he ran third behind Light Show. He'd come out and failed in a maiden start at 6-4 favourite. Now, if he didn't run at Caulfield, he probably would have been about 50-1 today.
That's true. Yeah. Oh, well.
Having his first win from 10 starts, and he's won a $20,000 race, so the connections will no doubt be wrapped. But he has got a future, because that was a gutsy sort of a performance today, and shows a liking for Caulfield. He didn't seem to handle the big weights and appreciated the drop, and Hegney's ridden him perfectly today, getting to the post just in front of Springfield Lad. And third placing goes to Sir Junior, which is creeping up to a win, getting better and better with each performance back from a spell. On the last event, it's 11, 1 and 9. 385 is the expected should-pay return on number 11 for the win, and $1.05 a play. 72nd, 183rd. Quinella of about 7.10, and the race-to-race double about $45.50. The winner of the last, Private Walker by Warmington out of Golden Oldie, 4-year-old Brown Gelding, and has got there narrowly, about a half a neck, I'd say the winning margin would be. And there's the interim dividends on the screen, 380 and 105. Springfield Lad 70 and $1.80 Sir Junior. I can tell you the Quinella will be 7.10 and the race-to-race double will be $45.50. Trifecta and Quad Extra aren't quite up on the screen I've got out here. Dejected Onlooker, perhaps he backed Dynasty Prince, the horse on screen. It was there under the turn, but I think they might have gone a little bit too early on Dynasty Prince. Keenness shown by a couple of other race goers, might have had the fourth horse, just missing out. Ivy's Idol a little bit out of its class today. 11, 1 and 9 on the final event here at Caulfield. All on us going to the winner, Private Walker. And we'll probably see better things to come of this particular horse. He's